So Pillars of Hercules, why is it called Pillars of Hercules? That's the most commonly asked question. We don't really know is the most commonly given answer. In Greek mythology, Pillars of Hercules was the place beyond which things were unknown. It was the unknown world. I mean, outside the Mediterranean, people often ventured out and never came back, I guess. Onesiphorus Tyndall Bruce, who was a very concisely named laird of Falkland Estate in Victorian times, he had a bit of fascination with Greek mythology. So I think it was him who actually named it Pillars of Hercules, and it was kind of like the entrance to his estate. We're part of Falkland Estate, which itself has turned organic. It's a lovely resource actually for everybody because they opened it up. A lot of people come here and it benefits us. They come here and they enjoy using our facilities. Organic farming, essentially, it's about trying to work with nature and with natural systems as far as possible and encourage soil life. The idea is healthy soil produces healthy plants and hopefully healthy people.
My name's David Stewart and I've been living and working here at the Pillars of Hercules for around 4 years now. A typical day I would wake up 7 a.m, then I'd be straight out into the field. The rest of the team comes in about 8 o'clock and they'll start harvesting whatever else we need. I enjoy that time to myself because I'm pretty grumpy in the morning and I don't like to speak to anyone for at least 3 hours after I've woken up.
I like working outside and working with food, growing food and helping to pack and produce food feels like a good thing to be doing.
I started off studying agriculture in Aberystwyth, actually, university, which was, I suppose, very formative. And the more I learnt about conventional agriculture, the more horrified I was, actually, the amount of biocides that get used. It made me think, well, this is not right. Surely there's another way.
The way industrial, more commercial farming is done is very damaging to the environment, and yeah, I think what we do here is maybe a solution to industrial agriculture.
Yeah, so when I started, I mean, organic was very much a kind of a fringe activity. I just thought, I'm just going to start doing something, growing some vegetables on about half an acre of ground, put up a tiny little shed. There's some American guys, and they phoned me up and said, have you got a project for us? We're walking the West Highland Way and we want to come and work on your farm for 2 weeks. And I said, okay, let's raise a barn, which subsequently became the shop and the cafe and offices and all sorts of other things. Yeah, we just built a new staff room with underfloor heating, an air source heat pump, wood fibre insulation, disabled access and all the rest of it. Best building yet, I would say. I keep on saying my last project. So I think one of the nice things about farming is there's always something to do. I mean, there's fixing and mending and there's wee challenges. If you're looking for a career, actually, and you're not too good at anything but quite good at most things, then farming's pretty good fun, actually.
I think I just like the variety of working on the farm. The harvesting, I enjoy the apple pruning in the winter. I tend to prune all the apple trees in the winter, and just the sort of sense of community working here as well, I think.
I cut grass and pack vegetables and pick potatoes, and in general I really like it. You're just outside in the fresh air, and being in the fresh air's healthy for you.
The whole thing actually of employing people and giving people what I feel are kind of worthwhile jobs. There's so many dismal jobs in the world these days, call centres and all the rest of it, and the whole world's becoming kind of more and more automated, so even in shops now you don't get to talk to anybody because you've got automated checkouts. We've got a shop and actually I tell the staff, talk to people, actually engage with them. Life isn't all about just obtaining goods. It's actually about interactions with each other.
I love what we do, I love our ethics, our training of our staff is about customer service, helping customers and spending that little bit of extra time with people in case we're the only people that they see throughout their day.
The staff themselves, a lot of friendships get made. Yeah, it's lovely to see. They often go off socialising together, and that's all part of what goes on here, I suppose.
It was 2003, turned up. I met my partner here, just ended up staying here.
I mean, it's a really close-knit community, and over the years I've met so many different people, and yeah, I've made some very close friendships with people.
A lot of people get a regular box of fresh veg delivered. Customers around Fife. We've got a couple of electric vans. So it's a fairly low carbon way of delivering vegetables.
It's getting picked from the guys in the field there, straight into my van, and it's on the doorstep of the customers within that same day. I really enjoy it. I'm out on the roads, I meet new people every single day. We have a good crack with the customers, saying the freshness of your vegetable compared with the supermarket is phenomenal.
Well, so there's many aspects to this business, and it's grown. We've got a cafe, for instance, now. I mean, that just started off as a little, very small kitchen where we made soup from the vegetables from the farm, and I mean, did coffees as well, and the whole thing actually became really popular. And so we expanded the cafe, and now it's actually one of the bigger parts of the business. We use a lot of our salads in the cafe and make sandwiches and all sorts of lovely food. People come here and enjoy eating.
I've been a KP for pretty much since time began. It's unlike anywhere else, I think. For a lot of customers, we are a familiar place to go where they can get good food, good coffee, good cake.
My favourite cake is the citrus polenta, but it's the hardest cake to make because there's so many ingredients in it. We're always trying to do new things and come up with new ideas. We've still got all our regulars that come in and see us, and we've got a lot of elderly that come in just to talk to us, and it's great.
I've worked in cafes for years. How does it compare? It's a wee bit different. It almost feels more real. Fruit and veg and that, kind of that we're bringing it into the kitchen for the fuels and making something that I'm sure customers feel a wee bit better about paying money for it. And same when you're making it as well, you feel a bit more pride, because it's not just you that's putting into it, it's the farmers, it's you, and then it's folks serving it.
Yeah, majority of our produce is from the farm. Judy has her own wee herb garden as well, so we get a lot of our herbs from Judy's wee garden.
I'm Judy. I look after all things aesthetic at the Pillars. Well, if it wasn't me, it would be all mud, tractor and vegetables, really. It's a chance for the customers to come down. You hear, oh wow, they have a few minutes, 5 minutes of awe of watching the bees and the butterflies and the echinacea and the hoverflies and the chicory and, you know, the herbs, and it's just that little mental space for them, and that's very special to me.
Calendula is a plant, a herb that's grown here on the farm, but it's also one that I use in my herbal dispensary. I work one-to-one with people to find out about their health and then to make them up a unique herbal formula. I know, coming from the health perspective, how supportive it is for your health having organic food. You can see from being on the farm here that it works. You can grow so much food, there's so much diversity, so much wildlife, and it makes people happy as well.
Wildlife is part and parcel of organic growing, it's part of all growing.
When I worked before at their bakeries, it was all bread improvers, we cried roll improvers, and it was all additives and all the rubbish. Whereas here, it's all healthy, well, better ingredients. Needing them is to get the air out of it, really, to be honest. Anything that I make food-wise, I take great positives from it because I'm making food for people to eat, you know, and I always try and take as much pride as I can in what I do, no matter what it is.
I grew up quite close by in Glenrothes, just the other side of the hill. Spent a lot of time here as a teenager. I contacted Bruce to see if we could get a piece of land towards pillars to do this, and he was very kind in giving me a space to practice. So for all the championships I've been training for, this is where we've been doing it. Reed beds are behind us, which are for waste disposal. So my target's set up this way, so that when we're throwing, we don't end up getting a stray axe going into the refuse that's that's filtering through. But yeah, it's a nice, we're not getting any problems from it. It's there's no smells or anything else that people are like, oh, is that a problem? Because it's all very natural.
We've planted reed beds, so all our liquid waste from the sewage system, that goes into a reed bed and then into a willow bed soak away. We've got 30 kilowatts of solar panels we put up in the field, and we just put another 10 kilowatts on our new building. Trying to keep up with the latest sort of technology and try and use these things best we can. We've planted a lot of trees on the farm, thousands of trees we planted, some of which have grown to be quite good mature trees by now. As we become more aware of environmental issues, we've got to take it on board, you know, and we all get in habits of doing things. And you know, I think we are going to have to make big changes in the future and bring in better practices for ourselves. Our heating, we've had a wood boiler for the last 20 years, I suppose, 25 years. It does reduce fossil fuel use.
This wood powers the boiler. It's a wood boiler, so that will heat the cafe and the new building and the pack house in the winter.
The food waste gets taken out to the compost, and then over time, obviously, it becomes compost. That goes onto the fields now. It's planting season.
This is the bothy that we have. We rent it out. It's a simple place, so you can just come and enjoy it, relax, get back to nature. There's so many walks, people enjoy going to the farm, the cafe.
We get campers come here. We've got a lovely little campsite that I really enjoy having, actually, and it's nice to see families out there playing, the kids playing and the adults sitting around a fire and just being sociable and everyone getting away from these computer screens that seem to invade our life now. I brought my family up here and that was really nice. I suppose actually I was working so hard I probably neglected them a lot, but they just were free to run about and go into the woods and play and all the rest of it. And they helped out, packing salads and things like that, so I think they, in hindsight, think it was quite a nice thing to do. There's several people around now who've come here, worked for a while, learned how I do things, seen some of the good things and a lot of my mistakes probably, gone on to create their own place somewhere else, and that's really quite gratifying.
10 years ago we spent a summer volunteering on the Pillars farm, and it completely changed our lives. Ever since that moment we really caught the horticultural bug and we really found a passion for organic farming.
It's created a real community of people with like-minded interests and an opportunity for us to learn from so many people who are attracted to the area for that reason.
There's quite a few organic farms popping up over Fife now. I think it's been a pioneer for that happening.
Bruce, 7 days a week that man works here. He's always on the go, and he had a wee shack and look what he's done now. But he is a proper hippie farmer. like a really hippie farmer.
God, we've existed for 40 years. We're still here, which is good. I think that barring any massive cataclysm, we're probably going to continue to be here.
I can't imagine myself in an office job. I'm an outdoor guy and this is just the ideal job for me.
The people are happy and I call it Happy Valley because everyone's happy on a Wednesday.
It means so much to so many different people. For so many different reasons as well. People come back to remember lost loved ones. People come back because they have wonderful special memories of coming here 10 years ago on holiday or 20 years ago, or even, well, we're coming up to the 40th anniversary now.
People come up to me and say, this is just a lovely place to come. We really enjoy coming to the, and they can't even put their finger on it, but a lot of people say, oh, it's my haven, or just I like the atmosphere. And I guess that's the credit to all the people who work here, the staff, the way they interact with people, the atmosphere that they create. The people we attract here, I suppose. I mean, yes, we have to make money and we have to sell coffees, but actually, at the end of the day, you know, you just want people to come here and actually have a good time and tell their friends and come back and just enjoy the place.
They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey farmer, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. And don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone?